Hello. Ah. Oh my god. Man, if it isn't a lone stream opening. Hello into stretch. Into chair make the noise of titans roaring. Oh, if that ain't a normal. Ow. Ow. So, what was I saying? Was I saying something? I don't think I was, but, not really much of a plan in the ways of this stream as far as the actual stream itself goes. Is that Spider Friend? Sorry. One moment. Oh yeah, we're being visited by Spider Friend today. Okay. So, anyone who's been around the channel for a little bit has probably noticed me saying I'm working on stuff off stream a bunch. So I figured, screw it, I'll try and do talking while I also work on while I work on my little secret stuff. I'm probably gonna be a bit quieter just as of, you know, focusing on certain things, but at the same time, maybe something will come of this. I have no idea. I don't know anything about, I never know anything about how anything's gonna go. Some stuff I do goes way better than expected, some goes way worse, and we just kinda roll with it. If I planned too much stuff, then half the stuff I did wouldn't happen. That's a weird... Okay. I'm just seeing how I look from certain angles. As opposed to... Because I'm not looking at the screen the normal way I do. I have to be looking somewhere else, so I had to kind of change the setting. Nope. So I kind of had to change camera angles in such a little bit. Why? Well, I know exactly why yawning, but... Still, why? Why is that a thing? Why can I not just be better? God, if only there was an easy answer to that question in general. Yoink. I'm trying to figure out how I want to have screen and such set up for this, because I haven't done a stream like this in a long while. Okay, I think we're happy now. Happy is subjective, I guess, but... Ay, ay, ay. Spider friend, you comfy over there? He looks comfy. Oh. I saw something on my face for a moment and I was like, what is that? Has that always been there? No, like when I did this. Turns out no, there was just something on my screen. There was just something on my screen. Probably should clean my screens a little bit more frequently. Actually, should I? I mean, the answer is yes, but at the same time, how much of a difference would that actually make to how they look? Because what, because insert something here that makes sense to say, because I lost the ability to speak. As tends to happen a lot around here. Says I lost the ability to speak, immediately descends into growling. Yep, nope, that makes about sense. That makes about enough sense to be good. Oh. But yeah, no, yeah, have I actually done a I don't think I've actually done a stream like this since... Actually, I kind of want to check my channel's history, see when the last time I did... Oh my god, it has been almost a year. It has been almost a year since I did a chatting and working stream. Unless you count when I was working on my desk, but yeah, no, I used to do this. Man. This is almost a throwback type at this point. But yeah, I had to change how my desk is set up a little bit to accommodate for actually being able to aim a camera at my face. Yeah. Sorry, I'm now... This is... Okay, yeah, we're back. I'm looking through my channel's history to see the last time I did a... What is it? Huh. Whatever happened to me doing these? I'm asking myself this more than anything, but at the same time, I do question why these just kind of faded away. These used to be actually some of my more engaged streams. The stream is also kind of serving as a little test for something to make sure of how certain things work. Because I think right now what should be playing to the... whatchamacallit? What should be playing to the stream... I don't know where I'm going with this thought. Just kidding, I know exactly where I was going with that thought. I just thought better of saying it out loud there after a second. Oi! Oi. Oh my god, I've needed a new chair for well over a year at this point. Why do I not have said new chair? That's an amazing question. That is an amazing question. Probably because, well, wanting to put in, yeah. I want to actually get a somewhat decent, actually, no, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. I may have an idea with regards to the chair thing. It'll be upsetting to some to see the chair go, but at the same time, it would make streams probably a lot better and more comfortable for myself, because this chair that I currently sit upon has been falling apart for a while. For a long while, and I'm kind of just like, well, I continue to sit upon it as long as it will serve my bottom. I have no idea how long that will be, but at the same time... How many times am I gonna say but at the same time, follow up by nothing? I feel like that's a little too much of a go-to for me. Is it because you have to finish it down before stretchy passing? Hello and goodbye, Kuta, I guess. Wait, oh. Oh, blink, it's a blink and you'll miss a Kuta, I guess. Holy creep. But yes, hello, goodbye, goodbye. Stuff has come and stuff has gone. Wait. Word's hard. Well, I was trying to rhyme that and I failed spectacularly, so do not judge my lack of rhyme. I merely had not enough time. Look, we got there in the end. It only took a little bit too long. A couple bit too long? What's a couple bit? It's like a little bit, but two. obviously. Couple bit equal little bit, but kind of two at the same time. It makes enough sense. Oh, well, actually, much like any and all of anything I say, it makes sense if you don't think too hard about it. I feel like that is way too applicable to most stuff I say, and I think that might be a problem. Oh, tired of stuck beforehand. I don't know how long I'm gonna be going. I guess for me it depends. The current stream, I guess, depends on when I feel as though I'm about to pass out, or that I am not able to be productive because of tiredness. Which I don't know when will be. Or when my right hand gets tired, because tedious work and repetitive motion. I'm giving vague hints, but not quite as to what I am actually working on, but must keep secret for secret's sake. Do I absolutely need to keep this stuff a secret? No, but I like having something to be looked forward to as opposed to just, oh yeah, I'm working on X, Y, Z, ABC, all that. Ugh. Huh. But yeah, no, I've said a few times. I blocked the cam. Oh wow, that actually looks a little weird if I just do it like this. Just on and off blocking my face from view, and it's like, well, it's gonna look weird. What is it? Whatchamacallit? You're not late? Exactly. You're directly upon the time you decide. Well, actually, no. If you're not late, then you also have to claim you're a wizard, because that's the only way you can determine when you arrive being exactly on time. Wizard is never early nor late. He arrives exactly when he means to. As he means to? God, I need to rewatch Lord of the Rings at some point. To be fair, I need to watch a lot of things just to catch up on actually watching stuff. Oh, oops. Because I continue to be in a phase where I don't really watch things in general. You don't own me. You didn't own 300 of my dollars to begin with. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You never owned my money. Actually, I just thought of something. Anytime, like, streamers who take donations and such like that, does that technically mean, like, because before the money is any fun. No, the theory I was about to pose is completely flawed, and I admit this. It was going to be something along the lines of, well, anyone who is giving money, you technically own the money of the person if it was fated to go to said person beforehand, but that is a very flawed theorem for many a reason. But we don't need to think about that, do we? I mean, we could think about it, but it really wouldn't go anywhere. It would be kind of pointless, which is probably exactly why it would be amusing to go into. You do not have money. Everyone else has your money that is soon to destin be yours. Soon to destin be yours? I do, yep. Everything I say makes sense, don't think about it. Everything I say makes sense if you don't think too hard. But if you think any bit about it, you'll realize how stupid I am. There we go. What's our motto? The singing monster? No? I've actually never heard of it, no. Elaborate upon it if you so desire. Actually, I'll just keep my rules. You know what? I'll just keep it strictly to the rules that I have set as precedent for. If you're gonna explain it, do it in a 3-word succinct summary. It's like elevator pitch, but much more dense. You have 3 words to say stuff. You know, there are times whenever I say describe thing in 3 words where I think for a moment afterwards, I'm like, man, I'm a massive hypocrite, because I, for so many things, would not be able to summarize anything in 3 words or less. But I continue to ask people to do it this way for sake of time-dense savings. Time-dense? Yep. This is what happens when my brain is split between focus on thing and trying to be focused on talking and reading. That is not... There's a difference between doing it with games and then also trying to do it with something I'm focusing a little bit more on than games. One moment. E? How dare you ape one of my how dare you ape one of my more popular shorts for a comment? Why did I have a dramatic pause before comment? Do not be embarrassed by or retract the E. Once the E is spoken into the universe, the E cannot be un-E'd. E is eternal. E is for eternal. The thing that letter is. There is no escaping the grand E. The grand E will see all. From and unto the end, and the new beginning, there is only E. Somehow the stream feels a lot more nonsense than normal. Somehow. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain this feeling, but this stream does feel quite a bit more nonsensical than most streams I do. Maybe this is why I slowed this type of stream type, but... Oh. Ow. Why did I was yawning and it somehow turned into a barking. I don't know how to feel about that. The noises I involuntarily make are sometimes something. Ay. Dragon City. Okay. Here's the thing about comparing two things. I need to know what the thing you're comparing it to is. What is Dragon City? You compare one thing I don't know to another thing I don't know. It's not exactly the most helpful comparison. Not particularly, at least. But I figured as much. My hair just tickled my leg and I got a little scared by it. You would think I'd be used to this by now. You would think I would be used to my hair touching me in places that are a little bit odd by now. But nope, every time I get tickled by it, it's still just kind of a oh moment. Ugh. But based on the title, I figured there were singing monsters involved. But my lack of knowledge on Dragon City... That maybe I've heard of it at one point, but it did not stick into memory at all very well, if I did. So I choose to believe I've never heard of it, because that may as well be where my mind is at right now. Is there anything? Oh my god. Huh. You know, that makes sense, but at the same time, it's still funny. I was waggling my drawing tablet pen in front of the camera that's capturing my face, and that's what causes this to happen. That's what causes this to happen. It really just looks like I'm lagging a little. Oh wait, no, we seem to be pretty good right now, actually. Actually, no, now my eyebrow and eyes are freaking out. I love stupid little things like that. Whew. Ow. One moment. I need to log out. I hit my knee upon my desk. You've come. Welcome. Ow. Right as my knee gets hit upon my desk. That's the fun stuff. Oh, nope. Nope. Oh. Welcome to I work on stuff in secret and attempt to chat at the same time. Which, if I'm being completely honest, I believe is just going to, well, I kind of, whatchamacallit. I'm streaming like this kind of with the expectation that this stream is going to be a little bit less of me talking than normal. Okay. God. Recently, I've come to realize I do not know why. Whenever I set my mind to a task, or whenever I, have an idea, the idea is not usually a difficult idea, it is just an incredibly tedious idea. Why are my designs so tedious? Or why is anything I decide to do tedious? Or is that just a commentary on life? Life is just tedious. Life is simply a tedious thing. Hi. So you lose motivation to do it? No. No, the tedious stuff is the stuff I am most motivated to do. It's just a matter of I hate myself. I just hate myself for it. Actually, I don't hate myself for it. My hand hates me for it because tedious usually just means a lot of repetitive motion. That is usually how tedious works around here. It is just small repetitive motions that just add up. I mean, you still have not explained pretty much anything of what it is other than Monster Go Sing. So I have no idea anything about it other than that. Honestly, that's a fine enough selling point. But at the same time, would like a little bit more, and I will probably, if I'm being honest, I'm probably gonna forget to look anything up on it after the stream. About monsters, I just said that's all you have said about it. The helpfulness here is a little bit less. You know what, maybe it'd be better without knowledge. What? I mean, in today's world, anyone needs money to survive, but that's kind of a besides the point thing. That's the whole game. Oh, Okay, never mind then, you explained it adequately. I take back my commentary over the past 30 minutes. That's literally longer than I have been here. Technically, the stream's been going for 31 minutes at least showing on my end, but at the same time, a good portion of that was the starting screen. Good portion of that was the start screen. Pay to win or pay to have fun. Oh, that's what you're getting at. Microtransactions. The plague of everything today. I mean, here's the thing. Can you blame companies for doing what works? There will always be people who fall into that type of stuff. Therefore, it works. And therefore, a lot of money is made. Still hate them? Guess you could still hate them because it is taking advantage of human psychology and stuff like that to literally be like, alright, what are the odds? Or in the case of certain things, literally attempting to just make the UI confusing enough that kids will accidentally just be like, my credit card is on here. What the big button do? Oh my god, I'm rich! The designs can bounce very much between preying on just weaknesses in human psyche. Wow, that makes it sound a lot more complex than it is. The way I phrase that is... It is not as complex as I just made it sound. Oh, Fando, if it isn't the chill box himself, how is the chill doing? Why is it the moment I say chill, I just realize how hot I am right now? You chillin' and I'm spicy. Do you want good mobile games? Sorry to say. Actually, I won't say they don't exist, because a few years ago, I kind of went on like a mobile rhythm game kick. And I do very much enjoy rhythm games. Calculus homework. Oh god, no. To be fair, calculus, math. Oh, math. Man, I miss when that was a useful thing. Anime real? I mean... Okay, I would honestly probably choose Pokemon, because that's a lot more limited in scope. But doesn't anime being real encompass Pokemon? Like, one of them is just a... That question kind of has a flaw, because Pokemon is anime, therefore, if anime exists, Pokemon can also exist. There was a slight flaw within the theorem of that. Because one of those packages is like, it's like one of them is an all-inclusive deal, and the other one is like, or you could just buy this one thing. It's like the bundle versus the individuals. Is there a savings deal on getting the bundle? Does wishing certain things into existence, therefore, in a bundle, tax you less than otherwise? In this hypothetical. Destroyed daily, yeah, but then it would also just be brought back to life daily as well. It's like, it's effectively consequenceless depending on how much of the stuff comes. Actually, no, I actually like to imagine that hypothetical as, if you say yes to anime being real, then literally every day it just plays roulette and is like, alright, today the world is this anime. Some of them would be basically inconsequential, but others would be catastrophic. But then the next day it all just resets and it's like, we could go from world-ending gods in one day to just literally a normal day with nothing different the next. Followed up by some other creepy Cthulhu-esque demonology the next day. The Lovecraftian horrors can cometh, as can whatever, as can the normal days, right back to back. Back to back, consequences do not exist around you. Huh. Anime. I mean, I would. Whatchamacallit? I would like to imagine that if that were the case, the anime the anime intro would just be the last thing you remember from your dream. Like every time you sleep, you just get whatever the intro to whatever your day is about to be. That oh god, well, oh, face, stop blocking. The way everything is set up, I so easily block my face right about now. Ugh. I had the face block. What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I was saying how something worked. I don't think it did what I thought it would do. Face block. Nah, I mean, let's be real, that website has basically not existed. For me, that website may as well have not. Well, I can't even say that because I've had some people who are like, "Oh, if you want to send a text message, I use Facebook Messenger," and I'm just like, "Oh God, why am I friends with grandparents? Why am I friends with so many grandparents?" Not as X. Technically, yes, but it's still Twitter.com. You have the same issue as me. Yeah. Thing is, I don't talk to a lot of people anymore, so I still now don't have a reason to use it. I have actually actively attempted to, should I? I'm pretty sure I've actively attempted to delete my Facebook account, and I know other people who have, and then they're just like, they just get emails like, "Oh, would you like to go back on Facebook?" And it's like, no, I've literally tried to become Thanos and snap you out of existence from my life. Why are you still here? Oh, wait, no, I just realized why Facebook is immune to the Thanos snap. It eliminates half of all life on the planet. Mark Zuckerberg is an android, so he's kinda safe from being a sentient life snapped. Because he's not technically alive, he's simply a running machine. That makes sense. Of extended values. Yeah. I don't even have... There is like one friend who would use it. Actually, wait a minute. Oh my god, I say why am I friends with so many grandparents, but then I realized one of the people who was like, "Oh yeah, message me on Facebook," was literally 1 year older than me at the time. Oh my god, you know what? The statement still stands. I'm friends with too many grandparents, it doesn't matter how young they are. If you use Facebook actively, you're a grandparent. Your peers call you a boom. Oh, ish. Also, favorite fire type. Hey Jerome, you want to do a quick Google search on what type Groudon is? And then get back to me on that? Cause you mean what? Oh, no, I get ya. No, but, God. Nah, have I told this story? Okay. Let's just put it this way. There was a time upon my existence where I was very frequently pinned at an age 5 to 10 years over, and I'm just like, oh god, why am I so old? Groudon is ground. Groudon is a ground type. He gains a secondary fire typing upon primal reversion, but that was in the game for 2 generations. Groudon is ground. You know, the Mon who expanded the earth and the land masses. I realize I'm saying this like, yes, it makes perfect sense. Pokemon types don't have to make sense. Why is the deity of space a water dragon? Why? He is the what is Groudon? Isn't he literally dubbed the continental Pokemon? No, that's Regigigas, I think. Bulbapedia. What? Google, stop trying to be fancy. Stop trying to be fancy. Groudon is literally the continent Pokemon. Which makes less sense. I mean, I would need to... I would actually need to double check Yu-Gi-Oh types and stuff. But at the same time, I mean, it's like Pokemon, for the most part, their types make a decent amount of sense. Like I said, I brought up Palkia as an example just because that's kind of one that's like, it doesn't make sense if you think about it too much. Groudon being a ground type makes perfect sense. Yes, Regigigas moves continents, Groudon expands them. You know, it's funny, Regigigas can allegedly move continents, yet he can't move himself to get out of bed within 5 turns. Slow Start, otherwise known as the most crippling ability in all of Pokemon. Otherwise known as the ability most people have in the morning. And it is an ability he cannot get rid of unless he is paired with a Weezing. He literally needs to take inhalant drugs to get rid of his crippling ability. I just realized that he needs to inhale the Weezing vapors in order to get rid of his crippling ability. Man, when you say it like that, it's so bad. Groudon is a ground type. Duh, yes. Hence why there's always that the dynamic between Groudon and Kyogre is Kyogre uses the rain offensively, Groudon uses the sun defensively. That is usually how that goes. Until Primal Reversion happened, and then Groudon became a terrorizing titan of existence, who honestly I kind of miss, but at the same time, it was probably for the best that it wasn't a thing anymore. But I gotta start removing the land. I mean, it depends on... I actually don't know the thing, but I would have to assume after Groudon was literally depowered after the incident with Mega Rayquaza... Rayquaza? I actually don't know. What is the... Rayquaza? I would need to rewatch the Deoxys movie to be able to remember Rayquaza. I've always pronounced it Rayquaza, and somewhere along the line Quaza got into my brain. Ray. Kyogre, you know, I've never actually heard an official pronunciation of Kyogre. That's just how I've always heard it. And let's be real, Pokemon pronunciations can go back and forth. There are multiple canon ways to pronounce Arceus. The way I just pronounced it is how the announcer in Pokemon Stadium says it. In the movie, it's Arceus. And I'm sure there are other ways it's been pronounced officially, but those are the two off the top of my head pronunciations. So, let's just put it this way. proper pronunciation is subjective when it comes to Pokemon names. I mean, for all we know, we can, like, Regigigas, who was brought up earlier, we can call him Regigigas. And I'm sure that would be proper to someone. So, look, do not question the divine creator. Question is, am I referring to myself or Arceus? Yeah, the truest form of communication is being able to just give a look and be like, and have people understand you. Words overcomplicate certain things. Names are just something to be called by. Okay. I'll put it this way. There's a part of the reason why my name is just Loon. A, it's incredibly simple. B, I just like the word. And C, in my mind, names are nothing but something to be called by. Yeah, some people try and hide like 15 layers of meaning in them because they're trying to bake a cake out of a name. And I'm just like, I just want to have a one-syllable name that's simple and people can remember. And it is just that. It is a good word. Names are cool. Yeah, they are, until you have to go to the hospital and have the doctors untangle your tongues. Vando, you've been around here a while. How many people in my chat do I ever bother to read out the full names of? How many people around here do I ever bother to read out the full names of? I always find a way to shorten it. Even Thum, who at one point thought he was immune to having the name shortened, I found a way, and now he's a Thum. Given that you are Fando, yes, exactly. And that's even, like, I'm sure I could, I could call you Arf. I could just call you Arf. Oh, wait. Actually, no, wait, that would make more sense. I could just call you Arf. And that would, yeah, that's too much muscle memory to break. Muscle memory? Yes, my throat muscles remember too much your name, was what you use generally. That's what I realized as soon as it came out of my mouth. I'm like, wait a minute, no, that is just what your name is. Your name is just that noise that doggo make. It's just that noise that doggo make. Jerome to Why did my as soon as you said Jer, I was like, now I don't want to do it, so my mind went to Ome. Ome. You thought I would go for the first half? No, I went for the last half and slightly changed how the pronunciation works. Or I could just call you Look, here's the thing. You can't make my name any shorter. It's already, you can technically make it shorter in letters, but it's already only one syllable. Rome, look, here's the thing. Some people go a little bit crazy with power, so I don't want to give you the title of an entire empire. That feels dangerous. That feels a touch dangerous. You'll never know what happens to anyone when they get high enough on power. It is a very dangerous thing. A very dangerous thing. The Empire... Yes, the Empire fell. But how long did it stand? How influential was it? Why is there a hair sticking? Why has this always happened like once a stream lately? There is like one hair that likes to misbehave, and then I'm just like, it catches the light, and I'm just like, well, I'm anglerfishing myself right now. I am my own anglerfish. I have shiny thing in front of my head and I'm the one distracted by it. God, if I was reborn as an anglerfish, I would eat myself by accident. You know that kind of power, and I still don't trust it. Oh. And I still do not trust it. But also, I barely trust my own shadow, so don't take that for too much. Don't take that for much more than what it is at a face value. Anglerfish eat themselves all the time? Actually, no, that was a future seeing into a potential reincarnation. That was actually me in a past life. I was that anglerfish who just went om nom on my own light ball. Actually, wait a minute, I did. God, those things are just... Wow, if you look up anglerfish, the first, it's the third image is the Finding Nemo one. Oh. God, if you go deep enough into the ocean, everything just starts looking so... It's like there's an entire Cthulhu mythos pantheon sitting at the bottom of the ocean. Oh. It's crazy. Oh yeah, no, it is. I mean, is that even... I mean, that's literal... That's almost 20 years ago pop culture at this point. But God, seriously, just any fish that lives below a certain point, there is just... God, people are worried about aliens. If people are worried about aliens, we don't need to be looking to the sky, we need to be looking down below. What is the... The ocean. I mean, honestly, I love the ocean. I love water. I enjoy being entombed in fluids. I mean, the statement is not false. It was just worded poorly. Thumbs up, probably went to kill. Yeah, no, I've heard the whole thing of they got, like, that is one of the things they got backwards. Because back then it's like, thumbs up, please the crowd, commit the murder, thumbs down, live. Oh. Good movie, though, from what I can remember. I do add that to the movie list I want to rewatch. There are several things I need to both watch and then rewatch once I actually get into a state of mind where I watch the stuff. Talk of Rome. Wait. I get how Rome led to Gladiator. How does Finding Nemo correlate to Gladiator? Was there a scene in Finding Nemo, I forget, where once he goes into the fish tank, they're just like, you must prove your worth in the gladiatorial arena of the dental tank. Also, Ome, yes, I am committing to calling you Ome now. But, no, it was whoever was watching over the fight who decided that, not whoever was in the arena. Anger being from the film. Oh, film. Okay, fair enough. Also, it was the third image. We aren't quite there. We aren't quite there yet. We aren't quite there yet. Well, it'll probably I actually want... the original Finding Nemo I don't think will ever fade. I was gonna, and then I just like, oh yeah, remember Finding Dory? The answer is probably no. Honestly, the biggest thing about Finding Dory I remember is that Sigourney Weaver was the PA at the aquarium. And it's like, good to know Ellen Ripley got a job after the whole Nostromo incident. Like, that is the only thing I remember from Finding Dory, is just Ellen Ripley was the PA at the aquarium. You unfortunately, Ellen is kinda not a good person. The thing, it's like, I mean, anyone's allowed to like what they like. Anytime someone feels bad about liking something, I will tell you to go to my channel, look up for the short humor, and find out some of the stuff I laugh at. Some of the stuff I laugh at, otherwise known as funny shadow make me go haha. There is no shame. I mean, what is it? I think one of the biggest things, and the... Actually, no, what is it? There's actually an interview, this is a bit off topic, but whatchamacallit, there was an interview with Oscar Isaac about Star Wars, and I kind of share this opinion, where he was asked how he ranks the Star Wars movies, and this was, you know, he was only doing the ones he wasn't in. So he actually ranked it as episode, like he literally did it in reverse order. Like his favorites were in order was 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My order changes a little bit, where I would probably literally switch episodes 1 and 2 around. Like the Clone Wars is just a very big slog. The movie, not the show. I haven't seen the show. But in that interview, he said, I know objectively Empire Strikes Back is an objectively better film, but I just like the last, Return of the Jedi more. Not The Last Jedi. God. We don't talk about Disney Star Wars. But I very much share that opinion of, like, if you can acknowledge that, yeah, no, it's not good, or it's not, it's like, you enjoy it. But... yeah, it'll, also, the slap bear 20... I mean, honestly, you slap the bit... I'm gonna point out, that stipulation, A, it doesn't point out how hard, and B, there is that whole saying of babies are incredibly durable. So even if you had to do it really hard, as long as the baby doesn't die or have any It also doesn't specify where you have to slap... wait. It also doesn't specify where you have to slap them. Yeah. When the creators are sucky, there is very much the whole thing of, whatchamacallit, separating art from the artist. There's that whole argument, like, I don't know, that is absolutely a whole topic to get into, and varying levels of validity to it, and very much a case of, humans will draw their lines in the sand wherever they may, and it's kind of arbitrary and very morally dubious. It's like, morality is very much just a fluid. I feel there is no, yeah. Cause it's like, think about it this way, you say the whole, the second without your mind going, not a happy play. I do get that, but it's like, think about it this way in the Finding Dory case. Yeah, Ellen's kind of a shitty person from how I understand it. But how many people were a part of the making of that movie who are not named Ellen? That is her name, right? You did just say, oh, wait. Yeah. It's like, just think about all the other people who are a part of that as well. Yeah, she has the title billing, but at the same time, there is so much more to those movies than her. In that film, though, I honestly, again, given I don't remember too much of it, maybe that's a thing. Maybe that's why I'm just like, eh. What else was it? I mean, to be fair, I do feel like a lot of times, at least when it comes to media, you're going to find a lot of questionable at best people in the field. Because I actually remember, I think it was like when I was younger, one of my English teachers said, if you want to find the best writers, go to an insane asylum. Which, the more I think about it, it makes more sense why there are, like, think about, I don't pay much attention. Every so often I hear it. There are a good amount of, like, oh yeah, Hollywood, weird, you know, weird things that come out of Hollywood and such like that. I don't think so. I do not think so, but I just remember her saying something along those lines, and at the time I didn't think anything of it. Now I realize, thinking back on it, it's like, you know, I think you have the same mentality that anyone who does employment in the creative industry has. Yeah, Earl John the World, which would you choose? Okay, well, okay, we're going down a little path here. Yeah, it would probably be jobs, because, actually, no, yeah, jobs are, like, what defines job is the thing, because, I mean, technically, you know, is it just not a job if you don't get paid for it? Like, the stuff can still exist, and then we effectively would end up in some level of, like, communism or socialism, where it's just resource pooling as opposed to money. But school for educational purposes, yeah, no, keep that. It's like, well, if we don't pay anyone for it, if you are not paid any type of rate for it, it is not a job. You can still take resources. Like, it would just go back to resource trade. That would be about how that goes, I feel. From my relatively uneducated stance on that. I do not know if it's been made apparent. Whenever I'm asked, if Norway was... Okay, you say please do not eliminate school. Does that not just prove that it's not exactly effective? I would say if school sticks around, it would be like, okay, we need to reform this and make it do better. You know, make people... I don't know how school is globally, but in my experience, it's like, ah, yes, just focus on getting good scores on tests. You don't actually need to know anything. You just need to know how to very temporarily hold information for a test and then move on with your life and never bother with it again. Like, it needs restructuring. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like, school, yeah. There's some restructuring needed to be done, but I literally cannot speak on global education, but at least in my experience, there is some bits that need to be re-evaluated. People learn in different ways, yeah, and the whole thing of whatchamacallit, like the whole gifted kids thing, which I have, let me put it this way, I very much fall into that whole, the problem with gifted kids, because I was seen as a gifted child, and you know how that wound up? I think it is about the same as every story there. As soon as pure logic intellect could not carry me through, it all went to hell. Because I didn't know what to do or how to do that, and actually having to do that stuff straight up gave me a headache. Yeah, because early on, just the base level of able to comprehend stuff, and, whatchamacallit, it's just the base level of very quickly being able to pick up on stuff, but at the earlier level, this is very much some very dumbed down version from, again, someone like me who has no actual qualifications to talk on this topic, but I'm going to anyway. But early on, anything they teach you does not require much past a certain point of being able to just get certain basics. And that early on, the brain of these quote-unquote gifted people is just enough to get you through that, but once you get to a certain point where you're basically screwed because you never get any type of actual practice in actual studying, working, or anything like that. I mean, hell, I'll openly admit I still fall into some of that pitfall to this day. Never learned to study yet. I mean, hell, it's just... There's a reason why even to this day I say I am someone who brute forces my way through all my problems. It's because I don't know anything else. I know how to... Ugh. I don't know how to do anything else. I just head smash into problem until problem breaks. I have gotten a little bit better at certain things. I still don't actually like looking stuff up, but I pay attention to everything around me a lot more and just retain that information. It is quite helpful. You apply the ancient gear principle. Big number go boom. I'm also gonna say, oh. Sorry, my foot just landed on a bunch of my computer cords that I was just like, oh god, did I just unplug something? But, whatchamacallit? Crap, I lost my thought. I have completely lost my thought. Like, when I was starting to do literally anything artistic, oh my god, that was an interesting thing. But I never directly looked up anything. I more so just kind of followed artistic content creators and streamers and such, and just listened to what they had to say, paid attention to what they did. It wasn't studying for the sake of studying. A, I was watching content that I enjoyed, and B, I was just paying attention to how they did things. Very obviously, very obviously, there's a reason I still don't even call myself an artist. And according to some recent comments on the 2 most recent shorts I put out, the whole people commenting like, oh my god, a 3rd grader drawing is streaming, and I'm just like, oh damn. Or no, what is it? Actually, I just removed these comments because they basically have no place here, but I did screenshot it. Where are you? Where are you? Didn't I save you here? Wait. Wait. Where is this? Yeah. I mean, it's amusing the first maybe 2 or 3 times you hear it. And then you realize people who say it are not creative because it's such a common thing. I saved these comments. I know I screenshotted them. Where are you? Where are you? I saved you in this folder. I know I did. Oh, there you are. No, yeah, I'm gonna read this off. Yeah, no, I just screenshotted, and in case I ever post it, I just have names blocked, but... You look like one of my drawings from when I was 6. And another one, oh shit, I didn't know my drawing from 3rd grade was a streamer now. First off, it's impressive to know what your drawings are gonna look like in approximately 2 years. Second, honestly, like, whatchamacallit? Show us the folders? No, I do not. You keep saying that. I do not. And I know you said you laugh, but again, I'm just like... If I actually laugh at some... Like, there are certain comments that are insulting me. And I have left them up just because they have made me funny. The "you look like me when 3rd grade" draw. Those ones are just very I've seen it kind of a lot. And B, there is no B. I actually just said and B because I wanted a continuation. On the note of and there is no B, I am gonna real quick BRB. Actually, there is a B. Vtuber. Oh no, that is the thing. Like but actually, well, I was gonna do a quick BRB, but I want to make this point. There are some who. There was actually another comment that was just held for review that I'm like, yeah, he just delete you. Which it was on the, that just said, you do realize your VTuber model looks like shit. And in the back of my mind, there is something some of these comments, I'm just like, man, you know this world takes resources to keep you alive. The oxygen that sustains you would likely be better used for a fire to keep someone warm. All the food and water you drink in that keeps you alive would be so much better spent literally anywhere else. This is how you choose to spend your life. That's all I'm gonna say. The oxygen that is used to sustain you would better be used as a fire to keep someone else warm. On that note, I am gonna, one sec. I am gonna be right back real quick. So, 1 sec, and bye-bye. I'm back. Also, double checking. The BGM is normal right now, right? It's just the normal BGM stuff. I'm trying something with this stream, so... Double checking the BGM. Oh, God. Seems fine? Okay. Because I'll put it this way. Whenever I work on stuff off stream, I do not listen to the BGM stuff, because oh my god, I already listened to it kind of a lot during streams. But I have been testing something with, like, audio routing. So currently, I have been listening to a different song in the background than what you guys are hearing. So I just want to, and I was just using the first hour as a type of a test. So I'm just like, oh good, I have free reign over what music I listen to in the background, because I was like, I want to listen to copyright stuff. I want to listen to copyrighted music that I am just like, I don't want playing over stream, obviously. For reasons I would hope are obvious. Not for a few years. Not that song for a few years. Although, depending on my mood. God, my music taste is very... I describe my taste in music to be akin to that of a schizophrenic bat. Just all over the place, never knowing where it lands. Now I just need to make sure I don't accidentally sing along to it too much. Because I don't like revealing exactly what I listen to. But I will say my taste ranges anywhere from Japanese love songs to Russian metal. Those are two of the extremes I can list off the top of my head, depending on my mood. Tigo decided to... Yeah, no, again... We go back to the, you like what you like. Actually, on the topic of that, I will say, at some point I discovered, like, I didn't really get metal or screamo type stuff very much for a while. For some reason, I only like female vocals on metal. And Russian rap. Now, when it comes to metal, I enjoy the instrumentals of it, but vocals nearly exclusively have to be female for me to enjoy it. I don't exactly know why. There is just something about female metal screams that is more enjoyable than the men. I don't know. And this comes, to be fair, this also comes from someone who has openly admitted that part of, whatchamacallit? Like, some of my favorite parts of Tiny Bunny was it was an excuse to growl on mic. So I feel slightly hypocritical, but I know what I like to listen to. But yeah, I was just checking to make sure I could listen to other stuff with how the stuff is, whatchamacallit, routed so I could listen to this. And it's actually funny, some of the Russian stuff I was listening to, because I do not read or understand, like, the Russian text or how to pronounce any of it. There was one group I listened to for a very long time, for a few years. I didn't know what their name was, how to pronounce it, or any of its meaning until recently. And because Spotify, I discovered them when Spotify, I'm right there with you. Very rarely did it take, again, there's a reason. Very specifically, female metal screams are usually better to listen to. The instrumentals of metal I very much enjoy. The regular male vocals I enjoy, but the regular vocals I enjoy regardless. But usually, if there is screaming involved in the metal song, for me to enjoy it, it is near exclusively female screamo. Ugh. But yeah, no, what is... Oh, real quick, I am going to... say one of the groups I listen to, just because the story of I had to multiple years later figure out their name, because a lot of what I discover is just whenever I let Spotify autoplay, it'll eventually throw me something I like, and then I check out the rest, and it's like, oh, I like that. That's how I got to one that I didn't realize how to pronounce the name of or anything like that. I still don't know how to pronounce the name of, but the band, I'm relatively sure if you type in Dead Wasps, is what their name translates to, roughly. And that's what, at least that's what their YouTube ad is. Which, funny enough, looking at a lot of their album art, that name makes a lot of sense. I mean, I don't know a lot of names. Like, I recognize Epica, but I don't know a lot of too many band names. And hell, every so often, depending on if I'm feeling it, I go back to, like, the edgy teenager, like, Breaking Benjamin 3 Days Grace type stuff. That comes and goes in phases. Man, I literally just said I don't like talking about what music specifically I like. And then I listed a few here, but meh. We're into this topic now, so. Brian Benjamin, yeah, it's funny because a lot of people, at least when I was told about them, knew them from their, the Blow Me Away song that was used in Halo 2. The funny part is, that is probably one of their, at least in my personal thing, one of my lesser favorite songs from them. Like, it's on the bottom echelon, like, it's still good, but at the same time, it is among the lower echelon of songs I enjoy from them. And not to mention, I didn't play Halo 2 until literally 1 year ago when I did it for this channel, and that song got cut out for copyright reasons because, you know, the decades in copyright laws or whatever what happened. What the else? I just copy-pasted that into Google and it gave me very confusing results. Was that... No, what is it? 1 second. Was that asking about one of the Dead Wasps band I was asking about, or was that something else? Oh! No, that's not it. Oh, wow, if you look at Dead Wasps, it doesn't, No, okay, I need, give me a moment. I'll put into chat what their Russian name is. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. At the bottom because of different characters. There you are. Yeah, I'm just gonna copy paste this in real quick. Dora the Explorer level phrases. It's funny you say that. 1 second. I'm going to. That is it. I know they're on their YouTube channel is Dead Wasps, and if you look at a lot of their album art, the name makes sense. Yeah, no, funny enough, you would think I would have picked up a little bit more from Tiny Bunny, but I was more concerned about understanding the story and what was going on there, and then also, obviously, putting some effort into the voice of the characters that I was doing for that. Writing that you could not. Okay. Oh, what? Face? Why was my face just stuck like that for a mo- Okay, something appears to be breaking. One moment, is there any error message popping up anywhere? No, my phone is still being detected. Oh. I still appear to be able to move. What? Oh, what? Oh, okay, oh. Misread, yeah, how dare you not understand the Russian? Okay, also. Oh god, oh, okay, that's interesting. Interesting, can that open back up? Okay, something interesting appears to be, okay. Something interesting appears to be breaking here, I'm gonna make sure I save any progress I've made. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna make sure I've saved any progress I have made real quick. Because for some reason, anytime okay. Yep, save that. Don't lose literally everything I have done on this stream. Do not lose literally everything I have done on this stream. Come on. This is a very long load circle. Okay, successfully saved, and, oh. Tell you that's Google? Wait, tell you what's Google? I'm dead. I'm back. Well, if it wasn't obvious, something appears to be a little bit on the broken side. Oh. Interesting. Well, closing that for now. Close you for now. I just end tasked myself. Vanishing loon. Yeah, blink in rhythm. Okay, is iTunes, for reference, I need to have lately I've had to have iTunes open for sake of my face capture. Oh god, why broken? Yeah, go here, open you. You are open. Please detect the phone that I am using to capture my face. Syncing phone. Phone appears synced. I am going to attempt to bring myself back into existence real quick. Oops. Don't mind the little thing you just saw flash. That's just a thing that opens upon opening the program that brings me to life. Okay. Okay. I appear to be alive again. I think... I can't wake up, Fando. I can't wake up. Okay. I am alive. Have I been off center this whole stream? There we go. Sorry. Yeah, saved me from the... Actually, no, yeah. Saved me from the nothing I've become a few minutes ago. It appears I am saved from the nothing, but here's the thing. Now let me attempt to reopen the file I'm working on. Because that was having issues as well. Okay. Okay. Stuff appears to be working. Welcome to Stuff Randomly Decides to Break for a Moment in a Loon Stream. Okay, please tell me. Let me just double check. I need to make sure. Okay, thank God it saved everything. It saved everything. Fando, Fando, translate. Kowalski, analyze. 1 second. Oh my God. Ugh. Give me a moment. Ugh. So. They turned English. Not the as in the neck. God. Oh my. Fando, you are now my personal Google Translate here. Actually, Fando, this is... Wait, oh. Okay, that was just because I went out of frame. It didn't lose me. It didn't lose me. I need to... The way I lean to work on stuff can sometimes just make me lose tracking because of that. I need to keep an eye out to make sure I'm alive and not dead. Oh my. Oy, oy, oy. Alright. Oh no, what was I gonna say? Fando, cause you seem to be like my little personal discount Google Translate. We use the nicknames now. I was gonna say next time, whenever Tiny Bunny episode 5 ends up coming out, I just want you in chat in case I get the Russian crowd again. Because I did very much have to use Google Translate and other translation tools to figure out what 80% of the comments on that stream were. Which was fun. I always enjoy having a very international audience. My favorite was what is it? There is one comment chain where one person says, oh, it's always great to have foreign people interested in like the Russian stuff. The comment replying to them, I think thought I was native Russian, or at least Slavic, based on the accent I was doing throughout the stream. The translation tools that I was able to use were a little confusing. That's somewhat... Best part is, I don't even need you watching the screen, I just need you... You just gotta crop your screen so that you don't see the stream itself, you only see the chat room. You only see the chat. You can just imagine the visuals whenever that's happening. But yeah, no, well, there was a comment chain where, yeah, like I said, one person was like, oh, what exactly did this say? This person, let me just translate this real quick again. Translate. God, I love every time I go to use Google Translate, I just type in TR and I have to also see Donald Trump. Over 100. Oh boy. But yeah, no, there was one comment on Tiny Bunny that was like, oh, thanks for playing. Good to see reaction of foreign people to Russian folklore and stuff like that. And then the next comment under them, I think, was saying that they thought I was natively Slavic in some way, based on the Russian accent I was using throughout the stream for character voices. Which is hilarious, because anyone who watched part 1, for some reason, I made Anton a small British boy for some reason. In the voice I gave him on part 1, which later changed into as much of a small Russian boy as I could portray. As limited as it could be. Also, another thing, doing a 4-hour stream that involves putting on Russian accents and various levels of either growling or being an old man. Somehow, doing the calm Bob Ross voice is more strenuous on my throat. Does anyone want to explain how that works? Why throat gets sore from doing calm Bob Ross voice, but not growling in Russian? Could do a hillbilly accent and a Romanian person would think you were from there. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I do just love the string of comments after that were just like, no, that's just an accent being put on. And I'm just like, you know what, I'll let them sort that out amongst themselves. Also, what exactly is a hillbilly accent? Because I got a vague idea of like rednecky ding-dongs. Rednecky ding-dongs. Like, God, okay, that is... I would need to hear some reference for a moment, but... Oops. But yeah, no, whenever I do any type of accent, unless I have a direct reference that I have listened to, I kinda just... I don't try to do any accents that I do. There are times where I slip into accents that I'm just like, well, apparently that's coming out of me now. How fun. But 90% of the time, if I put on an accent unprompted, I did not do it with any type of intent. Just a stereotype Alabama, yeah, gotcha, my ma and my pa is actually... My ma and my pa is also my bro and my sister, so, you know, and Grandpappy is actually also a brother. Like that type of stuff? So, man, you say Alabama, and that's exactly where my mind goes immediately. Fando, I think at this point, if you've been around here a while and you've been to a stream where I'm tired enough, you've heard me just go flip-flop throughout whatever accents cometh and goeth. I don't know, I cannot name specific examples because at this point there are a lot of hours of me streaming that exist. So I don't have exact answers on where you can go to look for this stuff, but I think yeah, if I'm tired enough, I'll kind of just flip-flop through, and it's just like, oh man, suddenly I'm from Kangaroo Big Spiderland, otherwise known as Australia. Kangaroo Big Spiderland. Okay, yeah, no, well, what is it? There are two forms of sleepy me. One is that hyper chaos variant, and the other is just boring. Spiderland sounds like the what? Why? Why is it you say that and I'm just like, ah, yes, Silent Hill, James Spinderland. Speaking of Silent Hill, when's the... I need to double check it, but when's the 2 remake coming out? When is the 2 remake coming out, Fando, if you know that off the top of your head? I'm asking you as if you should know this off the top of your head, but that is just a thing. I'm just like, Fando, give me the knowledge. Actually, I can look at this. Where is this typing going? 920? Oh, damn! It does. I do hope it's good, but at the same time, okay, this is a weird little thing. The developer team, don't think that was confirmed though. On Steam, it just says coming soon. But I don't know how I feel about the remake because someone just said bro trust you. Well, given the official Steam page just says coming soon. But like looking at it, I saw immediately the team developing it, under Konami, Bloober team. This is the same team that did stuff like Layers of Fear. So very clearly, they have some experience, but also I don't know how to feel about it. The company is questionable on certain things they've done. They have to knock it out of the park. That's kind of a thing. I may actually, when the remake comes out, I will probably play that because I've wanted to play Silent Hill 2 for a while. It's just I don't know a good place to platform to play it on. I know there's a bundle thing on the Xbox. Hello Dino, how you do? What is it? I know there's a bundle thing on the Xbox, but I have also heard that is a very terrible port. I know it was available on PS3. I don't have that. Bonjour, hola, konbanwa. How do you legally play it? That is a thing. I know it was available on PS3, and that was actually apparently a good one. But I don't have a PS3. I have an Xbox. PS2. I don't have access to a PS2, and actually, if you want to buy it, where is it? Loan it to me. Yeah, let me open up a well, it wouldn't matter if you have it. Quick question. Are the online services for PS3 still running, or were those shut down? Platforms, PS2, Xbox. Wait, Microsoft Windows? It's available on Microsoft Windows. Is that still available? What? Still up for some. Oh, okay. I heard at some point that was getting shut down, so it could be downloaded there, I believe, through backwards compatibility. That's fun. Okay, I'm on the Wikipedia page for Silent Hill 2, and I'm just gonna I just saw a name, the composer, Akira Yamaoka. I'm gonna point out, Yamaoka is the family name of the Japanese killers in Dead by Daylight, the Spirit and the Oni. I find that amusing. I find that mildly amusing. So it's someone who shares the name with the demon and the spirit was the composer on this game. That's fun. I wonder if that was part of the inspiration, because, they took that name because they saw it involved in the horror stuff. Yeah, there is an Xbox 360 port with backwards compatibility, but at the same time, it is apparently just a really bad port. How can you play, I like how I'm looking up how to, like, just what platforms it was on. And the first thing, there is a article, the best way to experience Silent Hill 2 is to get an original physical copy of the game. Easier said than done, I'm willing to bet. Siren, question, for as someone who has not played it, is that the siren, whatchamacallit? Is that the siren that plays whenever all the generators are completed on the Silent Hill map? Whenever all generators are completed, because I know there's a big siren that oh, no. If I'm not mistaken, there is a siren that plays in the Silent Hill map whenever, like, in the end game. Gotcha. Okay. Now I have a reference for that. I don't know how the relevance of that siren in the scheme of the game itself, because I have not experienced it. And I will say, Shadows of Damned. Google time. Google time. Shadows of Damned. How the hell? Okay, I tried to type in Shadows of Damned, and I typed in Shadows of Sam Nude. Shadows of Sam Nude. SAMMNEWD. How did I mistype it that bad? Poor Sam. No, he's an exhibitionist. Actually, no, Sam. Actually, no. You know what? Because this Sam is a fictional character, they are an exhibitionist. I haven't actually seen them, so I don't know if it's a male, you know, a Sam or Samantha. But just know, they enjoy being nude. Don't lewd the Sam nude. It's just for nude, you know, it's like nude portrait practice, you know? You just have the nude model and then you paint it, or whatever. Damn. Not Sam nude. Sam nude. God, why do I type so bad? What the? Oh god, some of the screenshots that are showing are a little weird. Shadows of the Damned. No. Shadows of Sam Nude. Actually, no. Shadows of Sam Nude. I'm looking at it now. Where Sam is nude, yes. Yes. Where Sam is nude? Sam is nude everywhere. Sam has never put clothing on. That is how Sam works. Not kid-friendly? Look, if I wanted to not be kid-friendly, I would just I would just make myself stressed, and then I go off on something like, oh, you piece of shit. Fuck. You know, something like that. I really hope the censor came through for that. Because if you just hear what I was saying, then, you know, it kind of loses the potency. If you just hear the words. Oh god, don't remind me about demon microwaves. Beats of a kibble swear. You know, there is just something always hilarious about childhood mascot figures. Just like all of a sudden, I'm a murderous psycho. Like there is something just amusing about that. Just like Ronald McDonald, oh, you're a murderous psycho. Care Bears, oh man, they're just gonna murder everyone. Winnie the Pooh, if I'm being honest, we can just not talk about him being a psycho murder monster because, yeah. We don't need to talk about it. It happened. We accept this. We don't accept this, and then we try and move on with our lives. Also, Callie, why do you suggest Shadows of the Damned? I'm retyping it in. Why recommend it? I am waiting for a recommended reasoning. Yes. I'm looking at stuff for this. 1 second. Interesting. I mean, it does look interesting. I'll give it that. Also, on the topic of games and playing them, wow, that is, man, one hell of a segue, Loon. Thanks, Loon. Shut up, Loon. Okay, then I'll be in my corner. Out of curiosity, because I just wanted to see how this worked, I did play Dead Space off stream just to see about stuff, and bearing in mind, when I streamed it, I turned down the game's graphical settings, and B, I actually had to change some OBS settings so OBS wouldn't be eating up so many resources. And the game was still, at times, choppy and a little bit stuttery. So off-stream, I just cranked settings all to max, and it was a smoother experience. Like, there was one stutter when the game had to load in something really big. That's it. And it's like, oh man, not streaming it makes quite a big difference. Who'd have thought? Who would have thought? Something else. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. I need to hit my flipping coin. You get to be something else. Said something else is the far left tentacle on Cthulhu's beard. That is what you get to be. I've come to realize that for some reason, despite my very much lacking knowledge in the in the field of anything Cthulhu-esque, I reference him a lot. Relative to that, because that is the second time today I've referenced Cthulhu. First time was off stream and just in a random, everyday situation where Cthulhu is referenceable. We all get those, right? Cthulhu is referenceable on a daily basis. Even if you don't know much exactly about the mythos, it's just big tentacle beardman. Like Davy Jones, but big. Stream struggling. Nope, that's me. Something is going wrong on my end. Thank you for saying that. Literally, as you said that, YouTube was like, we appears to be having some problem. Oh god, oh god. Yep, nope, like 80% of the frames are dropping from this.